Hi, my name is Amir with the Elite Home Group of Long and Foster.
And I'm Phillipe.
Yep, we work together as a team. Here we are. But no, so we do come across a lot of first-time home buyers, and we've helped a ton of them. You know, some of the main concerns that we usually hear about is, how do I get my down payment? You know, how do I get my credit score up? You know, there's just so many issues that go through people's minds when they're first buying a home, and these are all valid points. The first thing you want to do, believe it or not, is not to go on Zillow or Trulia and look for houses. The best thing you can do is talk to a lender. The lender will give you so much advice on, you know, a monthly payment that you're comfortable with,
right?
Your closing costs, what kind of loan programs might work for you. There's a ton of grant programs and first-time home buyer loans where you can get government assistance or assistance from different counties. So you definitely want to look into that, see where your options are. And I'm not saying you can't qualify for $1 million. You know, most people can, right? Yep. But we're not sure if you want to pay that $7,000 a month mortgage payment, right? So we have a ton of clients that, you know, can qualify for much more, but it's really good to get an idea of what you're comfortable with, right? Once we know what you're comfortable with, then we can explore homes in that price range and get a real good feel for what you like, what you don't like. So it's a kind of a whole process, but it's a lot easier when you know how big your checkbook is or what you want to spend in finding that right home. Because otherwise, you might see a home that you love, find out that payment's not something that you do love.
Oh, so that's terrible when that happens.
And that happens. And when that happens, usually you're seeing houses that are really nice, and then maybe at a lower price point, they're not measuring up. So it becomes really hard to then find a home.
And fall can also be a great time to buy a home. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, right? There's a lot less inventory typically in the fall, but you can find better deals. Whereas in the spring, when you're looking at homes, there's a lot more competition, more inventory. A lot of times you're bidding up to actually win the home you want. I really like shopping for homes in the fall. It's a good time to get a good deal.
I agree. Definitely a good time to get a good deal. Maybe you need some seller credit. You know, sometimes that's a little bit more negotiable and sellers more willing. You know, and really you have to look at the days on the market.
Yes.
You know, a home that just comes on the market, even in the fall, if it's priced right.
Don't go in and try to get $20,000 off a home that just came on the market 2 days ago.
Yeah, because if you're the seller, think about it. You're not going to have 15 showings and all these agents call you and then take $10,000, $20,000 off the price of your home right away. You're going to see what the market's going to say or dictate and what they think the value is. The market usually speaks. If 2 or 3 weeks have gone by, maybe that seller will come back to earth a little bit. And
$20,000 is still a big grab.
It is a big grab. But maybe you get some seller credit, right? Conversely, in the spring market, you know, multiple offer situations are out there. There's so many tools and things that we can help you with that can put you in the best position, whether it's doing an escalation clause, whether it's doing, you know, a pre-inspection, whether it's tightening those timelines. But really what it comes down to is
fall's a great time to buy.
No, it comes down to is in the springtime. In the springtime, when there's multiple offers, it's all about how bad you want that house, right? And that's what it comes down to, right? And then the question:
there's a lot more things that go into a house, purchasing a house, than just price. You got to think of the reasons why you're actually looking for a house, whether it's to be closer to work,
that's a good point.
Better schools for your kids. There's a lot more factors than just price when you're buying a house.
That's a good point. And there's a lot of value.
Absolutely.
How many flip houses have we seen? How many houses have we seen that are on the market that look like they haven't been taken care of? You got paint chipping. You got, you know, baseboard that's not lining up, that's not painted, right? But then you see maybe an older home that doesn't have all the fritz and all the glamour. But it's been taken care of.
It's got good bones. A lot of times I'd rather buy a house that has good bones than buy a house that's been flipped. Some of these houses that have been flipped, you know, they sit on the market for a month or so, and you can start to smell the mold. So, you know, the basement, I do have a nose for that. you know, the basement, maybe it looks beautiful on the outside, but you never know what's behind the walls.
Absolutely. I agree. We just had a client recently, right? First owner, everything was original, but she loved this home. I don't think this person even took a shower in their bathtub because the tile was so clean. I just can't believe how clean everything was. So sometimes those are the best properties. You can get them a little bit undervalued because they're not, you know, completely, you know, fixed up. So there's always a house
get
out
some
there.
of that seller credit that's going to help you with closing costs and down payment.
Call us, we'll get it for you. So, you know, we talked about the real estate process. But what it comes down to is having the right team around you. There's just so many people that are involved in your transaction. If you have one weak link, what could happen?
the whole chain falls apart.
Exactly, right. So we have a lot of good experience with a lot of companies in the DC metro area. One of the two companies I'd like to give a shout out to is one is Eastern Title. We do a lot of business with them, and they're amazing. You'll meet the president, Josh. He's amazing. He really cares about the business, really wants to do a good job for his clients, and that's why we align really well. For a lender, who would you call? The Real Deal?
I'd call Creel the Real Deal, Carry Real.
At the Mortgage Link?
At the Mortgage Link.
Yep, in Rockville. We worked with them for many years. Honestly, we've had so many deals where they almost fell apart, and Carrie came to the rescue and saved it. Even on deals where we're representing the seller and the buyer's financing falls through. Could you imagine that? They were going to lose the deal, lose the house, and then Carrie got them into the home. So there's a lot of good people out there. We're lucky enough and be blessed to have the right team around us.
Absolutely.
So we're always here. And, you can reach us at 301-905-9911. You can reach us on our website at www.elitesaleshomes.com. We love the opportunity to serve you.